on a cloudless day. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. GA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the Nets starting five. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Griffin in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center.
Well, DeAndre Jordan has made his bones in the NBA with force and athleticism. But that time on the break, nice finishing touch.
Pass to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Harden's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Lopez passes to Giannis. Griffin with some nice D.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Passes it to Griffin. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, one-on-one. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Giannis has got 6. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden kicks to Irving. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Middleton. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Man, can he finish. Chris Middleton, so good at driving inside. And if you don't get there soon enough, he's turning it over on top of your head.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. And staying with the play, Middleton. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irvin's so good at finding holes in the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 4. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Giannis passes to Middleton. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Harris. And that one, good.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 8 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Irving attacking, and Harden wide open. He shoots, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton for three. Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the follow.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Harden against Lopez. It's Harden with the drive. Kicks it to Jordan. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Griffin. Good D by Lopez. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up 4. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Luwawu, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Holiday looking over the floor. 5 on the clock.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Nets trail by 7. Now here's Durant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Green kicks to Durant. Misses off the right iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Tucker dishes to Holiday. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Here's Luwawu. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Forbes the pass to Portis, and it's blocked. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right. One of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
KD against Portis. Durant the pass to Claxton. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Middleton looking it over. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Lets the three fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Giannis. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And a wide open look for Irving. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Holiday against Harden.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
It's Giannis with the drive. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 1. Irving against DiVincenzo. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Jordan, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's He's got a big smile on his face.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Durant kicks to Brown. Back to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Here's Forbes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Forbes has got his first basket.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Harden the pass to Brown. Back to Harden. It's good. Harden's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Nets.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Bryn Forbes. And the Nets also making a change. Luwawu's checked in. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. Pass to Claxton. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Feeds it to Tucker. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Deflects the pass. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
That one goes in. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Right side, Portis. Back to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's now 6 points for Bobby Portis. For Brooklyn, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Middleton.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Connaughton. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Milwaukee. And coming up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the two guard. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Harden draws the double. Harris kicks to Griffin. Here's Harden. Count that one. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision, and pick and roll sets. That's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is.
Irving. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Outside Holiday. The shot off that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Jordan. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And yep, that's going to be and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
Middleton finds Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Holiday against Harden. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. To the middle. And the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the jam by Harden.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Durant with a wide open look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Giannis high post. KD's on him. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Irving. Here's Holiday. Here's Lopez. Over Irving. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Harden against Holiday. With the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes straight through the defender for the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the clock, from deep. And that's an intentional foul. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous... A view of the Atlanta skyline and with
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Milwaukee has possession. They get a hand on it, and Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. To the inside, Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Bogdanovich. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Here's Snell. Plays it up and banks it in.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. The jump hook. No good. Shot missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Young. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by Giannis. And it's sent back by Lopez. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And it's Antetokounmpo. Look at that.
Nice. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Back to Collins. Taken away by Holiday. And they're running. The Bucks working the ball around. And the dunk by Giannis.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here is Young, trying to find Capella, gets it to him, and the dunk by Capella.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Collins. Snell, the pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the triple. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Back to Young. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get it again. Kicks it out to Collins. Young dishes to Capella. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Lopez. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here's Collins. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Young, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Now DiVincenzo. A putback, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the...
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at point guard. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. Gallinari with the steal. Herter passes to Okongwu. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Connaughton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Donnie's checked in for Kevin Herter. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Dunn. Dishes it to Okongwu. Great D that time from Portis. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. DiVincenzo against Dunn. The 8-footer. That one a little long. The Hawks trail by 8.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Gallinari up top, guarded by Tucker. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Dunn. Okongwu. It's good on the putback. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's the fast break. Done against Holiday. Fires from deep. Here's Tucker. The kick out to Holiday. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Tucker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Dunn. He dishes it to Okongwu. Lopez with the block. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bogdanovich finds Collins. Capella kicks it out to Collins. Young with no one around. But they get it back. 1:21 left now here in the second. That one drops for him.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The pass to Lopez. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Young.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Lopez against Capella. Outside Holiday. Lopez kicks to Forbes. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday from past the arc. No good on that one. Here's Young. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Outside Holiday. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 12. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins is running. Pass to Young. Looking to end his cold spell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Feeds to Capella. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in. Capella's got 8 points.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Now the feed to Capella. 4 on the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee leading by 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Young with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Capella, the pass to Young. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. And Milwaukee also making a switch. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Hunter grabs the miss. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Dunn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Holiday finds Lopez. It's tipped. They recover it. Here's Connaughton. Gallinari covering. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Back to Dunn. Banked in off the glass. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Challenging the heart of the defense, Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Holiday, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And a bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And it's Gallinari missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tucker. That's tipped, and they get it back. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. It's going to be Middleton shooting. Chris Dunn picks one up. Milwaukee shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
The Hawks trail by 9.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And Herter gets it to go.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 7. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now, here's Tucker. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Hawks 5.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Young passes to Herter. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. Young's shot is off.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Tucker. And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
He's a natural-born scorer who leaves everything out on the floor. Young simply makes things happen.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Bobby Portis is checked in for Brook Lopez. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Giannis has got 20.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Holiday against Young. Back to Snell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Even though Tony Snell is an efficient shooter, he's never finished a season scoring in double figures. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Giannis, and the rejection by Collins.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. It's Collins with the drive. Here's Snell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Right side, Portis. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Young against Holiday. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Young.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
And Holiday, here we go. Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Young outside. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Giannis inside. Working on Collins. Here's Lopez, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez with the block. And it's the Bucks on the break. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Hits it down to Middleton. That one wide left.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Capella, it falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends like a guard. And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
To the paint, Lopez with the steal. Middleton on the wing. Wide open look. It's a hand on it. Giannis on the follow. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Shot by Collins, no good. Here's Lopez. Gets the bucket.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony. DA.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Young passes to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Harden the pass to Durant. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
How quick was that trigger there? Durant gets it off so fast, and there's not much you can do with where he shoots it from.
Back to Young. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Now Harden. Left side, Jordan. Back to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Outside Collins from downtown. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's tipped. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Got a hand on it. Right side, Collins. Pass to Snell. Young in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's stolen. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Brooklyn with the ball. Here is Harden. Young with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's good. 2 points. And it's all knotted up.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Young dishes to Capella. Young against Harden. Young's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harris. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And so it's Atlanta with it. 4-point game. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Harden outside. Passes it to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Harden against Young. The pass to Capella. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Outside Irving. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Durant attacking. Makes it off the glass. Durant's got 7.
With that unique ability to absorb contact on the drive and not let it affect the shot, Durant proving once again how tough a guy he can be.
Young with no one around. That shot off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Young, no good.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Harris dishes to Durant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. Williams for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Herter passes to Okongwu. The 11-footer. Herter, no good. Nets leading by 7. Brown outside. Out to Harris. Green against Gallinari. Atlanta with the rebound. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Unable to get that one. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Williams up on top, covered by Irving. Outside Williams. And it's Griffin with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Harris passes to Green. And there's the feed to Griffin. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. With the putback. And Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Well, Griffin is going to come to the game with a certain attitude. And nights like this where he's going after domination, he can be dangerous.
Pass to Herter. Out left to the wing. Here's Hunter. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Harris. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks trail by 11.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age. Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Harden dishes to KD. Here's Claxton. Capella covering. Green the pass to Claxton. 4 on the shot clock. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dunn. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Dunn against Harden. It's Durant on the wing. He's got 7. And the jam by Harden.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Dunn kicks to Hunter. To the wing on the left. Here's Herter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Capella missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
KD with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 10.
That's one of Durant's specialties. He can pull up off the drive and shoot right over you, not even knowing you're there.
Here's Herter. Dunn looking over the floor. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside, KD. Green finds Harden. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Dunn dishes to Capella. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. And the layup's good off the glass. Herter's got his first 2 points.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Durant wide open, he fires. The kick out to Brown. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so we conclude the first half. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 8.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have an 8-point lead. And over to... Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the 3. Here's Snell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Woods.
Good mentions. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Collins kicks to Okongwu to the left side wing. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the three ball is good. Harris has got 5.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Young against Harden. Young inside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Harden dishes to Irving. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lou Williams is checked in for the Hawks. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari comes in for Okongwu. And it's Dunn in for Young. Irving surveying the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Just his first attempt. Can't hit that one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Griffin slams it in.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Dunn against Irving. Dunn dishes to Gallinari. Count that bucket. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dunn against Irving. That one, no good. Dunn with some nice D. Left side, Williams. And it's blocked by Brown. Griffin passes to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And Kyrie went directly into contact that time, throwing his body at the defense.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Kevin Durant in for Brown. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Chris Dunn. Williams passes to Huerter. KD comes with the double team. And stolen by Irving. To the middle. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Irving for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Irving. Feeds to Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 3.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Herter. Dishes it to Hunter. Up and in on the layup.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. Yes, and the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
That free throw good from Durant.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Snell kicks to Young. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Irving. It's deflected.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
Hunter, no good. Nets leading by 4. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as anyone.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Over Harden. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jordan kicks to Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Kevin Herter. Young dishes to Collins. Young against Durant. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. Durant finds Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. Fires for 3. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Young pass to Bogdanović. Young inside, guarded by Harden.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
The Hawks trail by 9, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. Irving for three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
With the floater, and it's laid up and in by Young.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Harden the pass to Irving. The dish to Durant. Atlanta with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Outside Jordan. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. We've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at point. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Middleton's got the first points up on the board for Milwaukee. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. And here's Harden. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Oh, good on the 3. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Middleton against Harris. Tries from 16, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And here are the Nets. High arcing shot. Outside for Durant. Off target from outside.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. Holiday, the pass to Lopez.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Lopez rebounded by the Nets.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate heat. Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Harris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton.
The right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
Efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Back to Holiday. Tucker with the ball. Working on Green. Tucker can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And good that time.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the inside. Here's Portis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 7-point differential. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Portis brings the double team. And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Portis, the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Brown, the pass to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Holiday dishes to Tucker. Back to Holiday. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Irving with a clean look, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a set. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started with...
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Irving kicks to Brown. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Irving. Griffin trying to get open. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Irving's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Bucks trail by 10.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 10. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Count it. Good. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Inside. Here's Tucker. And he overshot that one, missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Offensive rebound. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. And the Nets lead by 15.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 12 in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Forbes the pass to Middleton. Trying to get something going. And the Bucks miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Irving double team. Passes to Claxton. Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. And that one drops for him.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Now here's Brown. Guarded closely. To the inside. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Forbes. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Connaughton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. To the paint with 1 on the clock and no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points and 1 assist. He's been a different player than he was in there. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Irving against DiVincenzo. It's good. Irving's got 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday, makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Harden. Pass to Irving. And here's Harden. Durant trying to break free. Basket good. 9 points in the game so far.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Back to Giannis. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. The 3 ball. That one no good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Bucks trail by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. Chalk up 2 there.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Harden against Holiday. Harden the pass to Irving. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Green's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Harden scanning the floor. Outside Durant. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Durant. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Holiday against Harden. And that one drops. Harden's got 11 points.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they're... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in at the one spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And the Nets lead by 15.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets leading by 15. Here's Brown. The offensive rebound.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Holiday gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now Brown. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Griffin. Clock at 6. Down low. And Green slams it in.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Back to Tucker. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They lead by 11.
Get there, get there.
Right wing. Griffin kicks to Johnson. Brown outside. Pass to Llewellyn. Over onto Kumbo. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker.
Hey, yo, get on Giannis.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo against KD. To brag with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
On the wing, Irving. Jordan inside. And here's Harris from the arc. Up again, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got his first basket.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And both free throws good for Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Pass to Irving. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Holiday, good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Over Lopez. The kick out to Irving. A second chance effort. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And a big-time playmaker, when the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
To the middle. And they double up Jordan. Nets passing it around. And here's KD for 3. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 7.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Now here's Harden. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final second. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, and before we...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Banks looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with Collins.
Here we go.
Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Outside Holiday. The 11-footer, and Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Holiday surveying the floor. And no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Bogdanovich finds Young. And now just over a minute played here in the first. In the corner, Collins with it. 5 to shoot. Young against Holiday. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second basket.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Young dishes to Collins. Young passes to Capella. To the paint. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Clint Capella.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Young, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Takes the 3. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist from Young.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Giannis with it, and Young picks him up. Oh, what a dunk!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Left side, Williams. Over to the left wing. Feeds it to Okongwu. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it. He passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Chris Middleton. Okongwu, the pass to Hunter.
An athletic forward.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy is coming at you all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Williams looking over the floor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and ill-like inside.
Here's Giannis, and he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 12.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Herter passes to Williams. Here's Okongwu, defended by Portis. Pass to Williams. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Quick off the dribble. Gets a step on the nearest defender. Bye-bye, says Williams.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Back to Herter, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Here's Tucker. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Tucker. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dunn passes to Okongwu.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Portis drives in. And the pass to Tucker. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Middleton for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the Bucks with some changes. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and it's John Collins in for Hunter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there Great explosiveness inside.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. To the inside, Lopez with the steal. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Capella. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Middleton the pass to Lopez. The shake. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The drive by Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Young against Holiday. Young, right side.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
Eight seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Collins. Lopez with the steal. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bucks lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points. And that should do it with the second.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Young with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Knocks it loose. And it's Lopez at the elbow. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And now here comes Young leading the break over Middleton. Again, Young missing.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Middleton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
The athleticism of Middleton puts defenders in a rough spot. I mean, sometimes you just have to whack him and hope he misses the shot.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, you look at how Dunn slices apart the defense with his passing. Phenomenal in the pick and roll.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Bucks leading by 6. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. No good from Connaughton. Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Herter. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. Connaughton passes to Portis. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter kicks to Dunn. Pass to Hunter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Milwaukee with the ball. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. They grabbed their own miss, and Middleton kicks it to Tucker. 1:19 left to play in the third. Some solid defense from Gallinari. He feeds it to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, on fire tonight. I mean, Capella's scoring numbers can come from a lot of directions. Lots of dunks, lay-ins, and putbacks. They can add up quickly.
And stolen by Hunter. All by himself. Jumps up, and it's Hunter with the jam.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Back to Herter. Passes to Gallinari. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Hawks trail by 6. Dunn dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Herter. And that one, good. Herter's got his first points in this one.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bucks ahead, up 4. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hawks shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got John Collins. Bogdanovich out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Young in at the point. Now the Bucks moving it up. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Young against Holiday. And Young kicks to Collins. Bogdanovich inside. And it's good off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Middleton, the scorer by nature, that time showing we can find his teammates too.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Williams finds Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. All sorts of time. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Collins. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Snell, the pass to Bogdanovich. He gets it in there. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Stolen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Good.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
Hawks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Middleton against Bogdanovich. Collins trying to break free. Count it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Outside Williams. Kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Now here's Young. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Middleton can't get it to go. The Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whip. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Bogdanovich dishes to Collins. And Young kicks to Snell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic... The city of Atlanta. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at center. And for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then it's Young. And it's Snell in at the three. Now here's Harden. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Young against Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Young dishes to Capella. Passes it to Collins. Kicks it to Young. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is Young's role. He's out there to score and to score often.
It's Jordan on the wing. It's Harden with the drive. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Over Harden. They get it back. And that one goes long.
Right spot, wrong time. When the defense collapses on you, kick it out.
And it's blocked. They get it back. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Collins passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden against Young. It's stolen by Capella. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Collins wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta.
The more Collins hits this shot, the more valuable he becomes to this offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jordan finds Harden. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Irving. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Capella kicks to Collins. Back to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 3. Collins passes to Capella, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gallinari in for Collins. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Durant in for Joe Harris.
Hey, if Huerter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
Irving dishes to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Irving. KD drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Huerter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Physical D right there, but Huerter's mentally tough, never lost focus.
The 3 from KD. Doesn't get it to drop for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So for Brooklyn now, you've got Durant. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. And it's Claxton in at center, locking down the middle.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
Williams looking around. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. It's stolen by Green. Irving against Williams, and it's Irving missing.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Green passes to Irving. Here's Claxton on the wing. Brown back to KD. And Dunn over to help. And stolen by Dunn. It's deflected. 3-on-3. Here's Gallinari. Oh, that was something else.
An underrated athlete, Danilo Gallinari is built to operate out in space.
Irving with it, guarded by Hunter. Green, and Green slams it in.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. Williams inside, covered by Irving, and the shot goes in. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Williams against Irving. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Gallinari dishes to Dunn. Back to Gallinari. Shakes him. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Left side, Irving. Claxton the pass to Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kyrie, an outstanding free throw shooter and very crafty, working himself to the line.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown. Young passes to Herter. Back to Young. Count that one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Irving looking for an opening. Harden trying to get open. Irving, good.
I mean, he has great body control. Then you see him finish the drive with contact. Woo! Kyrie is special.
Harden against Young. Over Harden. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Swiped it away.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's Capella. Here's Young.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defense.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Look. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming.
And And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Kevin Durant really having this great game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the corner. Harden the pass to Jordan. Feeds to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Collins. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Collins has got 5.
An active interior presence, 6'10", John Collins keeps improving and keeps impressing.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. Bogdanovich looking around. Capella finds Collins. Nice D from Griffin.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Irving can't hit. The Hawks leading. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Able to see the entire floor. Young gets a lane, and he takes it.
I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Nets trail by 9. Brown drives in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Molinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. Here's Durant. They get the rebound, and then Durant with the dunk.
Fantastic timing. Durant able to beat everyone to the ball, then goes right back up.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Hunter. And it's sent back by KD.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Capella goes in. There's the pass to Huerter. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Drains it from 9 feet away.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Williams against Brown. Gallinari down low. Now, here's Capella. He's guarded closely. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Lou Williams. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Harden in for Brown. He was all alone on that one. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Harden against Dunn. Capella with the bucket.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Herter, covered by Irving. Herter passes to Dunn. Tries from 10. Off target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Atlanta up by 3. And we've got more. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Here's Herter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, this is what they want from Herter. Be assertive and make plays.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game. Makes it off the glass.
Former NBA scoring champion KD likes the looks he's seeing tonight, applying constant pressure on the offensive end.
Passes it to Gallinari. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Williams inside. Brown's there. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Durant kicks to Brown. That one misses. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Herter. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Nets trail by 5. Right side, Irving. And the shot goes down.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Young with the ball. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bogdanovich backs in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Pass to Harris. Here's the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Young taking his time here. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Irving passes to Jordan. On the wing, Irving. To tie it up. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Young, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trey, he's always right in the middle of things.
Durant's checked in for Blake Griffin.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. But deep three from Irving. They get it back.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Now Young. To the left wing. Snell kicks to Capella. 52 seconds left in the fourth. And a missed layup. Here's Irving. It's good!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And Young, here we go. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Young against Irving.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Harden outside, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good from three-point territory. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.